Yo, what's going on, man? It's your boy D-Red, aka the Blue Collar Scholar, man. I'm at the J, man, chilling. So, I just want to drop this little quick video, man, letting everybody know, man, what I thought about kind of what's going on in the conscious community, man. Uh, First off, I'd like to say congratulations to that boy Lex on basically running through all them cats, man, in a short time span, man. He did a good job, you know what I'm saying, showing that these folks don't really know nothing about evolution like they talking. You see what I'm saying? And for the people that want a good book on evolution, man, this is a good book to get, man. Evolution's Achilles heel, man. You know what I mean? It pretty much puts the death nail in evolution. You know what I mean? It pretty much shows you that, like a lot of points that folks don't hit on, like they might not even understand as far as Kimura's box. Of course, everybody know about the Cambrian explosion. You see what I'm saying? There's some other stuff in here, man. You know what I mean? Let me pull up a little bit of it, man, right quick. You know what I'm saying? Kimura's box. You know what I'm saying? Basically, you know what I'm saying? If you read from, check out what Dr. John Stanford, retired Cornell University geneticist, an inventor of the gene gun, you know what I'm saying, has shown that this high rate of mutation combined with the fact that most of the mutations are slightly deleterious, falling within Kimura's box mean that these slightly deleterious mutations are invisible to natural selection and are accumulated in humans and other organisms. This process is relentless and it is destroying us, not creating us. We are headed for extinction, a long way from every other complex organism. So what it's showing you is that mutations delete and take away from us. They don't add to. And so I mean, it's just a lot of things that they will never mess with, like Kimura's box. You know what I'm saying? It shows that mutations arise faster than selection can eliminate them. Mutations are overwhelmingly too subtle to be selectable. Biological noise and survival of the luckiest overwhelms selection. Bad mutations are often physically linked to good mutations so that they cannot be separated in inheritance. To get rid of the bad and keep the good, the result is that all higher genomes must clearly degenerate. I mean, so again, like I said, it's so much stuff in here that, you know, I'm not gonna go over everything. I guess one of these days I'll go deeper into the book, but right now I'm just trying to hit a few little points, man. You know what I mean? To kind of show, make a few points. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you'll notice they'll always talk about genes, but they'll never talk about the ATP synthase. You see what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? How it's the motor for the gene, for the, you know, how it's basically, you know what I'm saying, you know, is the energy currency for the body. You see what I'm saying? But they'll never touch on that. They'll tell you about A1B1B and, you know what I'm saying, the LC243458 gene. I mean, they'll say the same rhetoric over and over again. And my granddaddy used to say, to a nigga that don't know nothing, a nigga that know a little know a lot. But to a nigga that know a lot, that nigga that know a little bit don't know nothing. You see what I'm saying? So that's why these people could never rebut the law of probability. You see what I'm saying? They can never rebut a lot of these little basic principles that you will find that make evolution hard to swallow, so to speak, because they don't really know. I mean, they're going off basically hearsay. They're not going off of the actual factuals. They're just going off hearsay. You know what I mean? They can't explain the Cambrian explosion. You see what I'm saying? I mean, you know, they can't explain that. I mean, evolution violates so many laws that it's really ridiculous that somebody would even talk about it. They can't explain the second law of thermodynamics. They can't explain the Cambrian explosion. You know what I mean? And that's why when they get to talking about Lex got to talking about that, then people start getting frustrated and aggravated, and then goes basically reduced to asking questions and making silly points, basically saying stuff like, well, because you've seen evolution on the micro level, that it must happen on the macro level. And that's, I mean, that's not that don't apply. You see what I'm saying? So, and we gotta understand that it don't fly like that. You can't make a hypothesis. You know what I mean? All evolution is a working hypothesis according to science, the definition of a theory, a scientific theory. So, I mean, we gotta just keep this stuff in mind, man. And I'm gonna go deeper into it. As a matter of fact, I was hoping when he was on there with Team Osiris that day that he would have called me, but they said it was just basically a sit down or a talk or what have you. It wasn't an actual debate or anything like that. But I think Lex, when he started getting off into feeling like he was getting double teamed, I guess you could say, I think, you know, he was ready to call me, and we could have got busy. But like I said, man, it ain't nothing, man. You know, I mean, we got to understand that there's no phyla found above. All animal phyla seem to pop up during the Precambrian and the Cambrian. You see what I'm saying? And so anybody that's talking about, you know what I mean, evolutionary processes, you know what I mean, they don't really know what the hell they talking about. They just bumping. So just know that, you know what I mean, and keep that in mind. But I think everybody in the community, man, you know, we gotta start studying up. We gotta start getting it together. We gotta start, you know what I'm saying, uniting. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my boy Lord Albert. Shout out to my nigga ID. Shout out to my nigga Hebrew Perry. Shout out to that boy James. Shout out to that boy Lex. I mean, shout out to that boy Pit Boss, man. Shout out to my boy Godiah. You see what I'm saying? Shit, shout out to all my motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? James Cassell, man, the other James. Shit, man. Shit, shout out to my nigga Curtis, man. So, like I said, man, we gotta come together as a community, man. We gotta weed these dudes out that's purposely putting out this information, because this stuff ain't by accident, bro. This stuff is by design. These people are purposely putting out misinformation to mislead the people. You know what I mean? And like I said, one of these days, me and Lex, I go real deep off into the whole evolution thing. I just want to put it out there, man, that they can't explain the evolution violates the law of probability, irreducible complexity, the second law of thermodynamics. I mean, again, they don't ever touch on the RNA and tRNA. They don't ever touch on the ATP synthase. They never touch on. They can't never mess with the Cambrian explosion. They can't never debate any of this stuff. They can't debate that the fossil records don't line up. I mean, all of that, man. They can't never deny none of that. So what we got to do is keep all that stuff in mind, man, and make them people answer them questions, man, and make them stop ducking. Make them stop trying to go to how the cell works, because they don't explain evolution. You see what I'm saying? That's a distraction, because what ends up happening is them people try to talk over your head to make you think that they know what they're talking about, just to talk over your head. But in all reality, they cannot. They just don't have no answer for those questions. You know what I mean? So you'll notice, instead of them dealing with the questions or the premise that Lex laid down, they're gonna always go to the cell. They're gonna always go to this, that, and the third, but they don't never tackle evolution as a whole, because they can't explain evolution. Lucy's been already debunked. You see what I'm saying? She actually, in all actuality, she's been removed. Australopithecus, you know what I'm saying? The Australopithecines have been removed from the evolutionary tree. So anybody that tells you talking about Lucy, and I got the proof to prove it, you know what I'm saying? I done proved it already. You see what I'm saying? I done already proved from Encyclopedia of Biology, you see what I'm saying, that there's no animal phyla found, you know what I'm saying, before the Cambrian. You know what I'm saying? There is no evolutionary process. So I mean, I've been proving this, you know what I'm saying, in all these little groups and chats and stuff like that. So I mean, they already know what it is, man. So it is what it is. So this your boy D Red, the blue collar scholar signing out.